More arrests were made in Ottawa on Saturday as police moved quickly to disperse demonstrators in front of Parliament and the Prime Minister's office. The police used pepper spray and stun grenades in a final push to clear the capital of trucks and protesters who have occupied the downtown core of Ottawa for more than 3 weeks to protest pandemic restrictions.
They have overstepped their boundaries. They have used us. They have manipulated us. They have controlled us. But we are all awake now. We see what's happening.
Police made more than 100 arrests on Friday after clearing a portion of the blockade. Interim Ottawa Police Chief Steve Bell.
They have been charged with multiple various offences, including mischief. Work is underway by the City of Ottawa to remediate and clean up the area that we have gained back today.
Protest organizers for the so-called Freedom Convoy said they had asked trucks to withdraw because of heavy-handed police tactics, and many trucks did exit the downtown core on Saturday. 38 vehicles have been towed, police said. The protest organizers said protesters had been, quote, horse trampled on Friday, which police deny. The protesters initially wanted an end to cross-border COVID-19 vaccine mandates for truck drivers, but the blockade has gradually turned into a demonstration against the government and against Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. Today we want to say no to the enemy. We want to say that Ukraine will be one, unified, and we will fight for Ukraine to be free and independent, first of all from Russia.
Україна була вільною і незалежною, в першу чергу від Росії.
І до кінця! І до кінця!
Одна, єдина, соборна Україна!
У складні часи, коли зараз Росія...
We live in difficult times. Russia is conducting itself very aggressively. We should show and demonstrate to those that are afraid, who think they have to flee the country, that we have the power, and that we should stay here to defend our land.
Сили, що ми повинні залишатися, захищати свою землю.
Shame on you! Shame on you! Drop the board! Good job, guys! Shoot!
They have a government overreach. They have overstepped their boundaries. They have used us. They have manipulated us. They have controlled us. But we are all awake now. We see what's happening. All the light that is coming here right now, all of us light workers are shining on the darkness that is here, the corruption.
President Vladimir Putin launched exercises by Russia's strategic nuclear missile forces on Saturday. It came as Washington said Russian troops massed near Ukraine's border were moving forward and, quote, poised to strike. With Western nations fearing what could be one of the worst conflicts since the Cold War, US Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin said Russian forces were beginning to, quote, move closer to the border with its former Soviet neighbor.
Mr. Putin can choose a different path. The United States, in lockstep with our allies and partners, have offered him an opportunity to pursue a diplomatic solution. We hope that he takes it. We hope that he steps back from the brink of conflict, and we hope that he de-escalates.
Russia ordered the military buildup while demanding NATO prevent Ukraine ever joining the alliance, but says Western predictions it's planning to invade Ukraine are wrong and dangerous. It says it's now pulling back. And holding talks with Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky in Munich, British Prime Minister Boris Johnson had this warning.
We stand on the brink of what could be a war in Europe. I think it would be an absolute disaster.
Washington and allies say the buildup is mounting. Russian-backed separatist leaders in eastern Ukraine declared a full military mobilization after ordering women and children to evacuate to Russia, citing the threat of an imminent attack by Ukrainian forces. Kiev denied the accusation. It and Western leaders say the mobilization, evacuation, and increased shelling across the ceasefire line this week are part of a Russian plan to create a pretext for an invasion of Ukraine. Multiple explosions were heard on Saturday in the north of the separatist-controlled city of Donetsk in eastern Ukraine, as more people got on buses to leave, a Reuters witness said. The origin of the explosions was not immediately clear. Ukraine said one of its soldiers had been killed.
What is interesting about Ukraine, I think, it has made NATO stronger and more united, more committed to meet the needs of peace and democracy. There's a price to pay for what Putin has put us through now. This isn't bully the world and then take a walk and you're off the hook. Diplomacy, diplomacy, diplomacy. So for our veterans and their families, and for the families of all of Europe and Russia, let's hope that sanity prevails.